Good afternoon, everyone. This is Doug Seward, owner of My House Fitness here in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, with our third installment of our video series on Get Lean principles and successful diet and exercise plan. First, I wanted to apologize. I had promised a video by the weekend, and if you didn't experience it here in the area, you probably heard about the storm front that went through northeastern Florida and southeastern Georgia. So we had a little bit of scheduling difficulty that ensued, but just wanted to catch up with you today and share with you some of the final principles and keys to help you get off to a really good start in your first 30 days on your quest for a new you. There's just no way to get around diet in this equation. And frankly, your focus needs to be on the prize. That has to be your mantra for the next 30 days. Diet is going to be 65% of your success factor. And as discussed in the first two videos, it's dieting and exercise together that's really going to be the secret sauce to possibly success for the first time that you've tried to make a change in your lifestyle, a change in your appearance, a change in your weight, a change in your overall fitness. Two diet plans I'll share with you today are filled with fresh, clean foods that are as unprocessed as possible, and they're as realistic as possible. They give you some flexibility so that you're not living like a monk. But there are some key principles and some elements to it that you can't change and you can't venture too far away from if you're going to be successful. Here's first of all 3 key principles to shed the fat fast. One is, as I said in the previous video, you've got to eat at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. If your protein intake is too low on a restricted calorie diet, you'll lose a lot of muscle in addition to any fat you're lucky to have shed. You don't want your body searching for energy and nutrients and nourishment and cannibalizing your muscles. So this will help you preserve lean mass during your dieting phase. Choose lean, high-quality proteins like egg whites, poultry, lean red meat, and protein supplements. And a particular note here, if you have difficulty meeting this minimum protein threshold, I suggest an additional protein shake for an easy, quick fix. A lot of the folks that have come to train with us for the first time find it very difficult to get enough protein in their diet. That's not what they've focused on in the past, and because they've not ever done resistance training as a part of their fitness program, not aware of the necessity to feed your body as you continue to train and ask it to change. Second thing is you got to keep your carbohydrates low to moderate when training to lose weight. I want to emphasize here, not too low. Your body needs at least 65 grams of carbohydrates just for brain function. And when you see folks that are on low carbohydrate diets, or you've been on one yourself, you understand why you might be a little grumpy, might be a little sluggish, feeling unmotivated, and concentration might be waning. That's because you may have depleted your carbohydrates in your body too far, and your brain function and other parts of your body are seeking out that energy source and not finding it any place. So on low activity days when you're not training and you're maybe having an active rest day, 100 grams of carbohydrates should be sufficient. On training days, I would recommend at least 150 grams of carbohydrates to support the training. And when you are on non-training days, rotate low and high moderate days to keep your energy high and provide a change of pace, particularly if you're on a trip or a vacation where there may be several successive days of low activity or inactivity. Make sure that you moderate back and forth between low activity day, 100 grams of carbohydrates, and a more active day, 150 level of carbohydrates. Use good, clean, fiber-rich carbs, including oats, potatoes, rice, whole grain bread. Um, and then the third critical factor here is you got to drink at least a gallon of water. Um, you've heard your whole life 8 glasses of water a day. That's been designed to allow folks to um, keep get their head around what the requirement is, something that they can process in their mind as to, okay, this is my 7th glass or whatever the case may be. But the goal is going to be a gallon of water a day. Our founder, Jen Whirl, when she's dieting, trying to prepare for an event, and most of the folks that are influenced by Jen follow this uh, protocol very closely, and they're all successful because of it. Water should be your primary beverage during the dieting of any sort. Though you see other folks out there relying on diet sodas and products like Crystal Light and other low-calorie sweetened drinks, plain old water is really your best bet. The biggest challenge for you in this first month of dieting is going to be habits and cravings are the devil. First of all, let's deal with the habits. It takes a good week or two to ease into dieting because we live in a society where fast food is so easy and cheap, and there's a McDonald's on almost every corner. Um, the Big Mac is now 3 different sizes so that they can, fit everybody's price range. But all of them are loaded with sodium and fats, and they're just not the most efficient way to get a protein source, carbohydrate source, or any source for anything. The hardest thing is going to be a new habit for you of preparing your meals and taking them with you. The first week is the most difficult, so prepare yourself for some challenges as you abandon your usual routine. For example, while at work, you might usually go out for a sub sandwich or a burger when you're at crunch time at a deadline, or the activity level at work has been high. But you'll have to bring your food with you and resist also the temptation of spicing up your meal with the Doritos out of the vending machine or your usual can of Coke. To stay motivated and deal with the cravings, a couple of great recommendations are: first, schedule a cheat meal on every 7th day. A lot of our clients have their cheat meal on Sunday, so then they're ready for Monday and the week to come. If you feel deprived during the week, concentrate on the cheat meal to come, knowing you can eat absolutely anything you want: pizza, lasagna, donuts, beer, chips, you name it. But remember, it's just a cheat meal. It's not an entire day of cheating. Afterwards, get right back on your plan and your next scheduled meal. Second, take a few photos of yourself to keep your motivation up. Some people that come to My House Fitness are doing it for a specific event reason. They're going on vacation, or they have a bucket list event that's coming up, or maybe going to a reunion and they want to look their best. They want to be the best looking 50-year-old in the crowd. Keeping that goal in front of you, pictures on the mirror, dates circled with a countdown, etc. All those things will keep you motivated. You just keep looking at that picture and think of what you're going to look like in a few weeks. Third, when it comes to cravings, protein drinks and bars may also help cure your need for sugar. Mixing a flavored protein powder in a blender with as much ice as possible so it'll taste more like a milkshake. Once or twice a week, you can have a low sugar, high protein bar. The newest varieties taste almost like candy bars with the state-of-the-art sweetening techniques that they're using now. Your habits and cravings may both rear their heads in restaurants, where it's easy to blow your diet in seconds. To stick to the plan, be diligent in ordering. Ask them to grill your meat without oil or grease. Ask for steamed vegetables with no butter. Get a salad, no cheese, with either fat-free dressing or a vinaigrette. These all sound like challenging elements, and they are, because it's not an easy reflex to develop, but over time it'll become a pattern of behavior for you rather than going for the easy um, gratification of something that's, you know, juicy or looked good on the commercial, or you know, you saw it on the other table, but that also look at the person at that other table. Oftentimes you'll see that they show the rigors and the downside of eating habits that they follow. We've included a couple of good first month menus with this video. And for more information, as I always say, more specifically targeted to you and your goals, please go to www.getfitatmyhousepontevedrabeach.com or call us at 904-834-4711 to schedule your one-on-one consultation and live fit for life. This is Doug Seward, My House Fitness in Ponte Vedra Beach. Looking forward to helping you get fit and stay fit for the rest of your life.